one of the things about religious atheism is it has as its final solution death. It is committed to a death solution. And we've been talking about the whole issue of hard case law and how atheists will use people's real suffering as an instrument to manipulate public opinion and to get laws passed. And even now, there's a political move in Ottawa to have right to die legislation passed. And there's a bill before Parliament, and the Quebec College of Physicians and Surgeons are more and more getting on board and wanting to pass laws that will allow courts to activate right to die legislation. And folks, as I said earlier, that we are being manipulated emotionally because they keep showing us the hard case. Now I have a question, and the question is, and I don't understand how these people think, how atheists and the propagators of the death mentality, how do they assume that they have a right to come to me and take my life? I have a right to life. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, Article 7, says everyone has a right to life. And as atheists have their way, they will progressively be redefining everyone. We've already redefined babies. They're not everyone. They have no personhood. And as we move down the line toward euthanasia and suicide and right to die legislation, what we will see is they will be redefining everyone, and the definition will get smaller and smaller until there's just a little group of people who fit the everyone according to Article 7 in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Now listen, my life comes from God. Every human life comes from God. Every human life is sustained by God, and no government has a right to take your life away from you. That's where this Article 7, why it was put into the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, because everyone has a right to life. Atheists want to draw a line through that, and they want to have the power of the needle to put down anybody that they do not think has quality of life issues. And folks, you better know that I have a gift from God, and it's called life. And I don't, now think about this. Do you really want to give liberals, Michael and Nadia, the right to put you to death or put your children to death or your parents to death? How about Jack Layton of the NDP? Do you want the NDP to have the power to put you to death? Do you want the Conservatives, some parliamentarian and some judge sitting on a bench someplace and you don't even know his name, and he has the right to declare that now you're going to die even if you do not want to die? Listen, atheism is the death mentality. Right to die is on their agenda. It's before our parliament, and it's going in every one of our historic Western democracies, and we really don't seem to care about human life. Listen, your life, whether you know God or not, whatever your religion, understand this: there is a God in the universe, and this God, Creator, is the one who authors life. He's the only one who has authority to take it. Governments, keep your hand off. You have no right to take my life. You're not God. My God exists in eternity, and He gave me life, and He gives life. No one, no man has a right to take another man's life. The Charter says it. Everyone has a right to life. Leave it there.